Hey friends, it's Ashley from Always Summer Creative Co. Today we're chatting really quickly about batching content and how it allows me to create an entire week's worth of content, including creating the reels, in just under an hour a week. Now, I do this in a 3-step process, and these are things that you can implement in your business today. But first I want to talk to you about why. This saves you a ton of time. I'm talking a ton of time in the long run. If you start to implement these things in your business now and you get in the rhythm of doing them on a regular, ongoing basis, they will feel like muscle memory to you. It won't feel like you're adding extra work to your plate, and this will help you beat burnout in the social media game. Now, Instagram wants you to be posting every day. There are varying opinions on whether or not this is true, but at the end of the day, Instagram wants to keep people on their platform for as long as possible, so they reward the creators that are posting consistently every single day. This is how you can create consistently every single day without burning out. This is the only way that I've found that actually allows me to create creative content that doesn't make me feel so tired of staring at the screen and wondering what to post. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about batching is your visuals. Now, I have a video that goes into great detail in this. If you head over to my Instagram account at Always Summer Social and you DM me the word creator, I will send you the video where you get to watch me do this in real time. But essentially, anytime I'm dressed, let's say I had an outfit on, I'm not in yoga pants, maybe I actually have hair and makeup done, I will very quickly grab the same 5 shots and video clips for my business anytime I'm in a place with a pretty background and good light. So like I said, you can watch me do that. Head over to Always Summer Social, send me the word creator, and I'll send you the free video. You'll watch me do this in under 3 minutes, and I think I ended up with like 50 photos and quite a few video clips. So this is super simple. I'll get a video and photos of me smiling at the camera, of me using my phone, me working, some close-ups of my hands, a close-up of my phone because that's what I use to work, and then I have content anytime. I'll add all of that to a folder in my phone. I have folders for B-roll, I have folders for talking head videos, I have folders that are just for headshots, so that when I'm ready to create my content, I can go right to those folders and I already have a ton of content at my fingertips that I haven't used yet because I'm creating on an ongoing basis. Now, I'm a branding photographer, so I firmly believe that it's really important at least once a year to have professional photos taken. But it would be impossible and so expensive to have professional photos taken for every single post that you make on social media. I'm posting every day, sometimes twice a day. That would be an insane amount of content. You can create really incredible content with the camera that's always in your hand, which is your phone. And I promise you that there are creators out there who are making 3 times, 4 times, 5 times the income that you're making with photos that they took with their phone just because they're more consistent. So this is why batching is so important. It helps you to be consistent. So the second thing that you can batch is writing your captions. Now, only a very small percentage of people who follow you on social media or end up on your social media page are actually seeing all of your posts. And even fewer of them are going to remember what you said. They might remember a high-level concept, but they're not going to remember word for word. So I love to keep a caption bank of captions and recycle them over and over and over. I'll slightly rewrite them and keep multiple versions, and then I will go in and depending on what the post is about, I'll pull one of my past captions that was high-performing, and I'll make a few changes and use that. There's no sense reinventing the wheel every single time you sit down. That burns your brain out. Work smarter, not harder. Caption banking for the win. And then the third way that you can batch content is in creating your reels. Now, when I sit down at the beginning of the month and map out my entire month, I have other videos on this you can go back and check out, but I map out the entire month of what I'm going to be posting every single day for the month. Then at the start of the week, I will create all 7 days of content in one sitting. And the reason that I do this is because you work so much faster once you're in the mode of creating than you do if you're opening your phone every day and posting every day. It becomes a bogged down process. So if you will sit and create all 7 days of content at one time, you're going to work so much faster because you're already in work mode. And not only that, it's going to allow you to see the full picture of your week and make sure that there are not any gaps in the content that you're providing, that you're telling a full, well-rounded story, painting the full picture of what it is that you offer to your clients in that week. So we want any time that someone comes to our page for within the first scroll, so 9 to 12 squares are now their rectangles, for them to get a feel for exactly what it is that you offer, why they need it, and how you paint this dream outcome picture for them. So in creating all of your content in one sitting, it really helps to make sure that there are no gaps in the story that you're telling. So Instagram does like for you to create your reels within their platform. They're coming out with a new app, a new editing app. I've previously loved using CapCut. I feel it's so much less clunky than the Instagram creator, but Instagram knows if you're not using their creator, and they reward people who are using their built-in creator. So I highly recommend that you just go in and take the time to build within their creator. After you've used it a few times, you'll know where all the buttons are. You get much faster at it. And one little bonus tip that I have for you is anytime you get ready to post a reel, save it as a draft first and create a duplicate of it. This will help you in the future when you come back and you can repost high-performing content at a later date. You already have the draft sitting right there and you don't have to recreate something from scratch. So I hope these 3 batching tips are really helpful to you. I go into major detail in my course, Simplifying Your Content Creation. Basically, it's a course that helps you create a system for consistency so that you can show up day after day in a way that allows you to sell your product or service on social media without having to do a lot of the heavy lifting yourself, because you've already created content that does that for you. You can check that out at simplifiedsocialcourse.com. If this was helpful, hit subscribe below, and I would love to see you over on Instagram at AlwaysSummerSocial and at AlwaysSummerPresets. We'll see you next week.